Hello everyone, it's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. It's that time of the year where we are going to predict all of the character unlocks that are going to come to Duel Links in 2025. Now, I want to really quickly look back at 2024. You can see I kind of highlighted in green whether I got a character release for the entire year correct, and I highlighted in red characters that I did not get correct. So we started off really well with Misael and Nail, missed completely on Akira and Fubuki, and spoiler alert, Akira and Fubuki are both going to be in my 2025 predictions list. I am not giving up hope that Atticus Rhodes will come to Duel Links. I'm not giving up hope. We got Asana perfect in June, and then we got Ruri, Yugioh, Spectre, and Yuri all correct, just not in the right order, not in the right date. And then I totally whiffed on what new world we were going to be getting. I did not think we were going to get Go Rush World because the Go Rush anime was going to still be airing when September 2024 came around, and what do you know, we got Go Rush World, and so I totally missed on what I thought was going to be the Duel Monsters anime world. And then I also did not predict Derbe, Sherry, Dennis, Rin, and all those Go Rush World characters for 2024. So I do feel like we got so many characters in 24, and had I gotten the world correct, I think this would have been a much prettier looking list. But I'm happy with how we did in 2024, and I feel like 2025 might be even more challenging because it doesn't seem like we're going to be having a card game anime airing after Go Rush ends in assumingly March. So anyway, let's just get right into it. We're starting with January, where we are getting a big fat nothing. I know some people think we are getting Flame as an unlockable, but the data mine text does not say obtain a new character, so I do not believe that we are getting Flame as a playable character. Maybe as an alternative like skin or skill that Soulburner can use, but I'm not counting that as a character. And if we get nothing in January, it's the first time since 2018 that we are going back-to-back months in Duel Links with no new character release. So not a great start, but I think it gets a lot better from there, and we are going to go Rush with Manabu. I think Manabu is the definitive choice for the next Go Rush World character. I'd be stunned if we did not get Manabu in the early part of this year, and I do think he will be the next unlockable character, and I believe Manabu will come to the game in February. And then we are going to get another speed character, and that is going to continue the Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrain story. I predicted him for March of last year, and I'm predicting him for March of this year as well, and that is Akira Zaizen, the man that works at Soltech, the man that might have information that is going to move the Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrain's Duel Links storyline forward. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrain storyline is so interesting because it takes place after Vrain's comes to an end in the anime, and one of the last events, the characters saw all the other worlds and all the other protagonists. What does it mean for the future of Duel Links storyline-wise? I don't know, but I think it's very awesome and exciting, and I think Akira is a big key to unlocking that door. So I'm predicting Akira for March. And then in April, we are going to be getting everybody's favorite demonic twisted character, and that is Vector from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. I know people meme about how terrible Vector's deck is, and we'll see if maybe a skill will help his deck out at all. But I do think Vector is the most likely choice. I was kind of happily surprised they added Derbe, but Vector is certainly one of the most popular Baryons with Nash existing. I have to say one of the most. Vector is an awesome, awesome villain. I think he's one of the best villains in the franchise, and I think his addition will be a really, really welcomed one to Duel Links, and I think that's going to happen in April. And then for May, we are going to go back to Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's world. We haven't had a Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's character in a while at this point. October was the last time with Yugioh, and now that we've opened the door to the Goha siblings, I think we're getting another one in Goha Yuga. Goha Yuga is a really, really fascinating character. I think the storyline would be really interesting, starting off as Swirly. I'm not sure how they would integrate him without doing the other Goha siblings, but I just genuinely don't think all of the Goha siblings are going to come to Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's world as playable characters. I felt for a while it would only be Yugioh and Goha Yuga, and so I'm sticking with my guns here, and I do think Goha Yuga is going to come in May. There are also a lot of people that believe Tiger is going to be the next 7's world character, and even though I said that she was going to be one of the first 10 unlockable characters when I predicted the characters for 7's world, I've actually changed my tune on her, and I have the very unpopular opinion that she is not going to come to the game. Now, I might be totally wrong on that. I just have a weird feeling Tiger is not going to come. With me saying that, I'll probably be wrong, but that's why I'm picking Goha Yuga here and not someone like Tiger. Then in June, it'll be the summer of Atticus Rhodes. Fubuki is going to come to the game. It's a character I have been clamoring for in Duel Links world for so freaking long. It's unbelievable we still don't have him. I think he could bring a skill that maybe will make Red Eyes meta. One can only dream, but Fubuki, Atticus Rhodes has to come. I don't think there's many GX characters that they can do at this point because I really don't believe that they are going to touch Season 4. And if they do, Fubuki has to come before they touch Season 4. He's too closely related to Darkness and Fujiwara Yusuke. Please tell me it's not going to be Amon. Give us Fubuki. Let's do it. July, I think, will be a big nothing burger. There are a couple of months every year where they do not do anything in terms of a new character, and obviously January is one. I think July will be the other. I think that's going to be the only other month this year where we do not get a new character. And yeah, August, though, is going to give us two. Going back to Go Rush World, it will be a Rovian and Goha Yuna double unlock event. I love the idea of these double unlock events. We saw it with Ruri and Rin. I think it was done super, super well. And I think there's a lot of characters that you can pair up to make unlockable in one single event. You kind of kill two birds with one stone. I think Rovian and Yuna are both really fascinating characters. Yuna, I think, is one of the best girl characters in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! I think the role she plays in Go Rush is tremendous, and I think they are going to come as a double unlock event in August. Feel like it makes a lot of sense. And now we are getting to the new world, and I have been so torn on this. I have gone back and forth all the way up until recording this video on whether I think it's going to be the Duel Monsters anime world that I predicted last year that could bring characters like Darts and Raphael and Noah and Siegfried, or, and this is going to be my prediction, a Chronicles world, which is going to be based on the Card Game Chronicles animation short that we are getting on YouTube starting in April. We are obviously not getting a new OCG card game anime that's going to start in April. I think the earliest one could start is fall, which would be after the September world would have to come out, because that would probably be October. I do think that we are going to get a Chronicles world that is going to tie in to the shorts that Konami Animation Studio is doing. And I think the first three playable characters will be Sky Striker Ray, Sky Striker Rose, and Ecclesia. And then I think that'll roll into October, where Albaz will be an unlockable character for October. Two characters from the Sky Striker lore, two characters from the Albaz lore, and I think from that point forward it would be really interesting because you can almost do anything. There are so many archetypes that have lore related to them, and we don't know what direction the anime side is going to go into. Although it's hard for me to even call it an anime because it's probably going to be like 5 to 10 minute shorts once a month. So again, I'm still split on this. I'm not as convinced that we are going to get a lore world as the other options, which is no world and a Duel Monsters world. Like, I'd probably put this at 40%, and I put those two options at maybe like 30% each. So, you know, if I had to pick one or the other two, I'd pick the other two. But I feel like this is maybe the one that makes sense, and I think there would be a lot of card game players that would, like, freak out at the opportunity to play as Sky Striker Ray, like as your character, giving that character dialogue and voice acting lines. We know there will be voice acting in this Chronicles anime that's coming out in April, and I think this is the direction they are going to go with the Duel Links world come September. I don't feel good about it. I don't feel confident about it, but that's what I'm going to do for my prediction. And then November, we're going to get back to Zexal with another villain, and that's going to be Tron. I think we are going to get the father of the Arclight family. I think Tron is going to come in November, and then we are going to keep it villainous, and we are going to end the year in December with Merry Zarkmas. Obviously a meme in the Yu-Gi-Oh community way back from 2016. I remember, covering Arc 5 back then when Zark debuted. I believe it was a couple of days after Christmas, and people said, oh, it's like we got, Zarkmas, and that's been kind of the meme surrounding Zark and the Christmas holidays in some parts of the Yu-Gi-Oh fandom for quite some time. And I think it'll be funny if they play into that, and I think they will. I think Zark is going to come. I know some people might say, wait, what about Ray? I don't believe Ray is going to be a playable character. I feel like the deck really isn't there, and I just don't feel like she's going to be an unlockable playable character. But Zark, on the other hand, I think is going to come now that we have the 4 U-Boys and 4 Bracelet Girls in the game, and I think that's going to happen at the end of the year. But ladies and gentlemen, those are my official Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links 2025 character unlock predictions. I feel pretty good about a few of them. Fubuki is kind of, again, I'm just throwing that dart and hoping it lands. I have to predict him every year. And then the lore world, I got the world wrong last year. I would not be surprised at all if we get something totally different. Maybe we will get that Duel Monsters filler world that I predicted last year. I think there's still a good possibility of that, but I don't know what they're going to do. It's hard for me to imagine they're not going to add a new world, but I guess that is certainly an option as well. So, guys, let me know all your thoughts on my predictions. I would love to hear your lists down below as well. You don't need to do the dates if you don't want, just some characters that you think are going to come. Let me know if you think I got some right. Let me know if you think I'm totally off the mark with some of these. And what do you think they're going to do in September when we usually get the new worlds? I want to thank all of you guys for watching. I look forward to hearing and reading your predictions down below, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.